Hey traders, let's go over the daily blitz. Number one, Tesla. Weekly 140 calls, about $400,000 in call premium. I had some Tesla calls from the Friday weekend wiretap and closed them today for fantastic weekend trades, but man, I should have probably held on to a couple options, but I got greedy, sold some at the open, then waited, and the stock was ripping higher, sold some more, and now Tesla is over 140. So they have earnings Wednesday after the close, but wow, they just keep buying more Tesla calls. Incredible move. It is really squeezing these growth names higher and squeezing a lot of shorts that they thought Tesla was going to bring 100 a share, which it never did. So Tesla ripping. You're looking at what, 40% or so off the low. Incredible move. I love it. And I think Wednesday I'm booked for a Tesla live trading event. You can probably lean what direction I'm going. Anywho, don't want to spoil it, so maybe there'll be a sign up link somewhere, and we'll be trading Wednesday afternoon before the earnings because I like to trade before earnings, hold through the earnings event. And yes, it is a little bit of a dice roll, but that's how you really can hit those home runs. Game junk, GME, GameStop seeing the Fed 20.5 calls, about 220,000 there. Again, another growth, highly shorted, beat down stock, seeing option paper. As I've talked about, I feel like this whole year, the growth names, the highly shorted, the Cathie Wood stocks, the stocks with no earnings, the stocks that will be bankrupt in years, all the beat down stocks, your Rokus, your Teslas, your GameStop, your Neos, those names are just seeing incredible short squeezes. So not investing long-term holds, but for trading, boy, they are moving. GameStop was up over 6% earlier today. And Netflix, $1 million in the Feb 3rd 350 calls. These calls are around $13 or so in the money calls. Again, Netflix had a nice move on earnings, but did exceed the market maker's move. So if you bought calls or out the money calls, you probably would have lost money. It was well within the market maker's implied move. Implied volatility drops, and guess what? Now today, that trader's taking advantage of implied volatility drop, buying at the money calls and spending 7 figures on Netflix Feb 3rd 350 calls. Seeing some Onion, ON, July 25, seeing some Gilead, March 85s, seeing some Para, Feb 10th, 21.5 calls. These calls went from 55 cents to about 75 cents in a flash, no time there to get in. Just absolutely move. Incredible move on Para. They bought 7,000 calls and they traded. The last time I looked, there was over 13,000 on the Feb 10th, 21.5 calls. Woo! A lot of action. Busiest week of the year. Got earnings. Got a lot of stuff. If you're not in any of the premium services, I don't know what the hell you're doing. If you're not in the weekend wiretaps, I don't know what you're doing. If you're not in Blitz, trading has just been on fire this year. So many names are moving. It is, again, a fantastic trading environment. And then DQ actually coming in here on the Fed 50 calls. Trader laying out $280,000 in DQ Fed 50 calls. Energy stock. Watch that name. Rare paper there, over 1,100 contracts. Got a lot. Pretty soon you're going to have to start paying to play. No, just kidding. But some of these freebies here, you can see we're about, it's 11:10 a.m. And how many names did I call out already today? That's how aggressive and how hot institutional order flow is in the options market. Woo.